Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. So in this video, I wanted to make another video for you kids out there, you teenagers that feel misunderstood. All right, now for many of us, we go through our childhood years, our teenage years, we grow up into adults, and we have a gripe with one of our parents, okay, or maybe both of our parents. Okay, we might be angry at them for something they did, how they made us feel, how they treated us, you know. And the truth of it is that many times this parent may have no idea that they made you feel this way. Have you stopped to think about that? You know, when we talk about these grown-ups are doing the absolute best that they can do. And my example from that is that if my mum at any time in her life, if she knew that I'd felt unwanted and cast aside for most of my life, she would be mortified. You know, she would be so upset because in no time, you know, there's not one moment in her mind that she's ever thought that I wasn't loved by her, you know, or that she didn't show me her love, that I knew that she loved me. There's no way. I can tell you that if I called her up and I told her this today, she would be so upset, you know, because to her, she was just doing her job. She was just taking care of my sister, you know, when she was born, when she was a baby. She didn't think she did anything different between us, which she didn't. You know, she was treating me as the older kid and she was treating my sister as the baby, just as she had treated me before when I was the baby. So she doesn't know that she's done anything, you know, that's affected me for most of my life. And a lot of people will go through the rest of their life living in that way with this anger towards one of their parents. I'm not really understanding where that anger came from. Why they felt this way their whole life about this parent or parents. Sometimes it can be both, which I think probably makes it harder, you know, more difficult than just if it's one. But even so, isn't this curious that we can have one parent that's unconditional love, you know, like my dad. I'd never ever had a doubt in my mind how much my dad loved me, or that, you know, he accepted me exactly as I was. He never wanted me to be anything else but who I was. I was the only person in my life that I ever felt that way as a kid. You know, that was him, that was my dad. And yet, you have one parent that makes you feel that there's something wrong with you in some way. And you focus on that one. You focus on that parent. You're always trying to prove yourself, or you're always trying to work out what you've done wrong, how you failed. You know, why are you defective in some way, that they can't accept you the way you are. And the truth is that it's got nothing to do with you at all. How they treat you has nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with how they feel. You know, it's got everything to do with the childhood that they've lived and how they were treated as children. Everything to do with what they've been through is how they're going to treat you. It's not to do with who you are. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. I can promise you that right now. Nothing. There's nothing. And if you start to pay attention, especially if you're still a kid or a teenager, and you start to really open up your eyes, and start to look at them as human beings, and start to imagine them as the children being treated in this way, being mistreated, you know, and then you'll start to see the truth that it's not you, there's nothing wrong with you. Such an important truth to understand and accept. You're perfect the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. So once you get that in your mind and you can see them for who they truly are, then you can move on with your relationship. You can even start to treat them in a different way, rather than feeling that they don't understand you or that they don't want you. Maybe they felt their whole life that they were unwanted. Give them a cuddle, make them feel that you want them. You know, maybe you can make a huge difference to your parents today, just because they can't show you how much you mean to them. You know what I mean? Like your value, your worth, how valuable you are to them. You know, maybe they've never had that in their life. They don't know what that is. For others to treat them like they're the most important thing, the most valuable thing. But you can do that for them today. You can do that. You can make them feel that they're important to you. Because that's what you want from them. That's the truth. You want them to look at you like you're the most important thing because you're their child. Your parents, your grown-ups, whoever it is that's raising you. You do. You want to feel that you're valuable, that you're important, that they care, that you're there. But maybe they've never received that in their life. They don't know what that is. So you can give that to them. That could be your gift to them. And your whole relationship will change forever. Because that person will be so grateful that for once they're seen. For once they're heard. And for once someone cares. They're important to someone. You can always make a difference in someone else's life instead of waiting for someone else to make a difference in your life. You can be the one to make that difference today. You can. I promise. All right, my darlings. Remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages. And please share, because sharing is caring. All right, my lovelies. I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.